What's up, my loungies? Welcome to E-Toxic Tea Lounge. Y'all already know we about to get into some things in this lounge. Do you want to see what I'm saying? Now, remember, everything is allegedly. Everything is for entertainment purposes only. These are my opinions. Nothing are facts. So please don't take nothing personal on this platform. If you are not agreeing with anything that I'm saying, it's okay for you to unsubscribe, block me, whatever makes you feel better. But please don't come over here threatening and doing the most. Okay? Because it's never that serious. Now, without further ado, please make sure to like this video and let's get into some antics. All right, y'all. So in this segment, we have some new evidence on the whole Megan and Tory stuff, okay? Yes, we're still talking about it. And we also have an update with Dette. So those are the only things I'm going to be discussing in this segment, in this video, okay? Please, nothing personal. Now, Megan, Kelsey, Tory. Some of us is saying free Tory, and the other side is saying keep him in there to rot. Now, some evidence has surfaced, okay? As y'all know, this was already spoke about. Like, this is what was said. Oh, 36 hours, more evidence is coming out. But let's just take a look.
What's that?
Do you think we can go to jail?
I don't know. We're trying to figure it all out. As long as you guys cooperate with us and you guys tell us what happened, we'll go accordingly, okay? But if you guys are not telling us, if you guys are, then I don't think...
I really cannot go to jail.
Okay.
I cannot have that on my image.
So question is, how far will Megan go to keep this image that she keeps talking about on a high? You see what she said. Are we going to jail? Why is there a we conversation if you are the victim? Why would you be going to jail, ma'am? Is it because that night you wasn't truthful? She worried about her image. She cannot go to jail because of her image. Okay? Now let's just pay attention to the rest.
Okay. So how did that happen to you?
Glass.
Glass? Where?
Where we were coming from. Hey, can we get a sheet for I'm not from here, so I...
Okay.
That's the only place you got shot at? That's the only place you got shot?
I didn't get shot.
Oh, you did it?
No, man. I mean, no, sir.
Address that the incident occurred, the shooting happened?
Nah, I don't know the address, bro. I was just trying to help my girlfriend. 1 second, bro.
Stay right here for me, bro.
Mego.
Hey, we got an ambulance coming for her, okay? Hey, bro, step up right here. We got an ambulance coming for her, all right?
Just a quick question.
It's gonna be good.
Do you have any injuries on you?
No, I don't.
You need an R?
Sure. I got to come for your friend now, okay?
You want to talk about what happened tonight? Your girl to safety?
So in both of these clips, okay, body cams and interrogation rooms, right? Tory both times was worried about Megan. He even called her his girlfriend. He was trying to see if she was okay. He was like, Megan, everything's going to be okay. And then in the interrogation room, he said that he was trying to get her to safety or try to get her to safety, try to make her safe or whatever the case may be. So let me know how y'all feel about those clips. Now let's get into what the witness has said. Well, we already heard from the beginning and then the witness switched it up at the trial. Let's really pay attention.
Then the gun, then the girl shoots into her. So the driver's door's open.
You're seeing the girl shoot?
Can I help you? I think, is it this house?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
So you see the girl doing the shooting?
I see what appears to be the girl standing here and shooting into the car. That's what it looked like to me. But it was dark and I'm above, so, but then the guy gets out again from the back.
Wait, no, it didn't. No?
They shot out of the car?
The windows were open, that's why it sounded like either way. Yeah,
No, they were on my side. The girl opened the door. There was two girls fighting, and then they shot.
Remember, these are the pictures of Kelsey that was took the night of the incident. Scraped up legs, blood on her foot, bruises. Yes, bruises all over her legs. Not even that. Remember, she had a bald spot. It looked like somebody pulled the shit out of her hair, right? Okay. Now, y'all do remember that Kelsey had later on said it was Tory who did that, right? Okay. But let's get into this. So, Megan and Kelsey fought. Remember, in the original police report, it said the two females, they said their government names was in a physical altercation. That's hence why Kelsey's bruise scratched up in bald spots, okay? Megan claims, I never put my hands on anybody. But eyewitnesses and physical evidence confirm a fight between Megan Pete and Kelsey Harris. Kelsey had open wounds and cuts, actively bleeding. Tory Lanez? No injuries? Let's stop pretending Tory was the aggressor. Right, Tory didn't have a scratch. He didn't have nothing. But he was supposed to be fighting you, and you ain't fight him back? Girl, bye. You say you was... Girl, bye. Okay, so this was part of the witness testimony. Okay, did you state, sir, that that the shorter gentleman didn't come out of the car until the initial shot? Fireworks had started? Yeah. Excuse me? Yes. So when the initial shot or fireworks had went off, isn't it true you stated that my client was still in the car? Yeah, I believe so. The shorter gentleman was in the car? Yes. And what you did see next? They were fighting. They had started fighting. The two girls? Yes. And when you say that the two girls were fighting, could you describe to the jury what you saw? They were pulling their hair, hitting each other, and it was quite violent. It was quite violent. This is initially where you still only see the two girls, correct? Yes. And what happened at this point? Okay, and then it says they were fighting for a while because I told my son to come into the room, and he says they were still fighting. All right. So basically, this is just basically saying, what everybody was already saying in the beginning, that there was a fight. But according to Kelsey and Megan, they claimed that they never had a fight. That was another lie. Okay. The pictures came out. Everybody was like, oh, what it looks like is Megan beat the shit out of Kelsey. Okay. Kelsey was getting that ass whooped. She knew where the gun was. She went and tried to get it, and she popped off. Tory came to try to prevent all of that from happening. That's exactly what I think happened. Kelsey was getting the shit beat out of her by that damn tall ass girl. Okay? Because Kelsey found out that night that Megan was betraying her, and she said this in an interview. Okay?
She got out of the car and crawled over.
Okay, so fact check list. Megan told police and doctors she stepped on glass, not shot. Video and officers confirmed Megan stepped on a glass bottle, not hit by gunfire. Sean Kelly testified. 2 women fought in the street. One fired first. Tory was still in the car. Kelsey tested positive for gunshot residue. Her DNA was never tested against the gun. Kelsey received free rent for a year after the shooting. Who paid and why? EJ said an object in the girl's luggage looked like a gun. Megan claims she spoke out in response to Tory, but the timeline proves she went public first. Tory's DNA was not found on the magazine, only 0.01% on the gun. Statistically irrelevant. 90% of DNA on the gun belonged to an unknown male, not Tory. Tory's jail court apology was about the drama of sleeping with 2 friends, not a shooting. Exactly. That's what a lot of us said. Tory has repeatedly said, I would never do anything like this. No bullet fragments on x-ray, no nerve damage, fractures, or joint trauma in Megan's medical records. Bullet fragments were lost, never presented at trial. That was weird. Prosecutors misused Tory's rap lyrics, tattoos, and uncharged allegations to sway the jury. That was weird. Kelsey's story changed multiple times. She admitted to lying under pressure. Megan's own timeline and injuries don't match the story of the shooting. Please note, Tory was not on probation at the time of the incident. He wasn't a felon, nor did he have a criminal record before this case. The owner of the gun has been sealed and has never been determined. Bottom line, the facts don't add up. The case against Tory Lanez is built on shifting stories, missing evidence, and lies. Tory Lanez did not shoot Megan. Okay? Now, y'all got to keep that in mind, what they said. He had no records, no nothing. But remember when Megan said that he offered to pay whatever because he was on probation or he was on parole or he was going to do something illegal. Like, if something illegal was happening, then he could get in trouble.
Tory Lanez goes to jail. They gave y'all all the facts of the juice of Tory Lanez going to jail and this, that, and the third, and Megan getting arrested and da-da-da-da. 2 days after that, I get a call from Rock Nation that says, yo, we heard you're going to make a statement about what happened, and it'd be in your best interest if you don't make that statement. So I'm like, oh, okay, I don't understand what the issue of me telling my fans, like, yo, look, it's not that serious of a deal. I went to jail for whatever it is. It's like, I didn't get for that 2 days why that was an issue. 2 days later, the TMZ report come out. TMZ reports and have the surveillance now. Now they see the video of the arrest. You see Megan, you see me, and you see it's all sprawled out on the ground in bathing suits.
Table of contents, stepping into the truth. The glass or gunshot? What did Megan say happened in the hospital? Timeline contradicts Megan's claims. Megan and Kelsey had a physical altercation. Sean Kelly's testimony. Sean Kelly's statement to investigator. Sworn eyewitness testimony. EJ's testimony suggesting a gun in girl's bag. Harris' testimony inconsistent and unreliable. Kelsey confirmed she was not bribed. DNA proves Tory Lanez's innocence. Text message evidence appears edited. Audio undermines the dance itch claims, right? Because in that audio there was no dance itch. You couldn't hear nothing. And so for the people saying they heard that, I don't know what the hell y'all heard. I ain't heard that. Medical facts don't match the narrative. Forensic red flags and medical doubt. The fragments went missing. Megan's faulty claims and med records. Moments that show Tory cared. Misinterpreted apology. What Tory really meant. Prosecutor, I can't say that. Misconduct concerns. So this is how I feel that whole night went. They went over there to Kylie's. They was having a good time. Megan was cooking and everybody was in the pool having a good old time. Tory was a little bit flirty with Kylie Jenner. She got upset about it and she wanted to leave. And that's the reason why I feel like she wanted to leave. Everybody get in the car. Everybody's arguing or whatever the case may be. Megan's already having an attitude. And then all of a sudden, it gets out the bag that Tory is messing with, Megan and Kelsey. Now, everybody's arguing in the car. Everybody's saying mean things to each other. Everybody's getting aggressive. Blah, 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 blah. They park the car. Kelsey and Megan still arguing. They start fighting. Kelsey's getting beat the shit out of her. Kelsey is so mad that she's getting beat up. She goes and gets the gun. They're struggling for the gun. Okay. It goes off. Maybe it hits Megan's foot at that point because it's close range. It's right there. Or maybe the bullet ricocheted. I don't know. Tory hears a commotion. He gets out from the car. He tries to, de-escalate the situation. Some more shots go off. Okay, that's how I felt that it started. Now, that's my story in my head of how it went. Okay, all of the evidence in the trial, everything was not adding up. Everything started missing. Everybody's on immunity. Everybody's pleading the fifth. Everybody's changing the story. We already heard what the witness said. The witness Ben said that he saw two girls fighting. One of the muzzle shots or whatever went off by the females because they was fighting. And it was always said that Tory came out of the car after the shots went off. So can y'all please stop? Like, a whole witness saw this. Like, let's stop. Okay, so we have Dette, an update with him and Mr. Secret Service Sam. Okay, because y'all know Secret Service Sam said that Gene Deal knocked the hell out of Dette.
Where's this white man at? Hey, sir. How you doing?
I'm good. So what happened?
What you want to tell me?
I'm not the one who started the rumor. People told me. I don't remember who it was.
But you got a platform with how many millions of people?
Not millions. I got a 500,000 followers.
You got a 500,000 followers.
They told me that you got into an altercation.
But you
that was it. I know. I didn't see. I was trying to ask you.
1 second. You literally went live and said I was harassing Gene, right?
I didn't go live.
You uploaded a video and said that I was harassing Gene.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did, verbatim.
I uploaded.
Why did you make?
Actually, Mr. Secret Service Sam, you in fact did mention Dette harassing Gene Deal, calling him Dr. Phil and all type of things. oh, maybe he has amnesia, so maybe we should refresh his memory. Because, sir, you definitely said Danette was harassing Gene Deal. Let's get into it.
D Not was harassing him the day before, calling him all these names, calling him Uncle Phil. There's a video you can see, and
all of these people believe that I got beat up and I got drugged and knocked out. You heard it, but I'm here. You could have asked me. You didn't ask me. You created that for clout, clicks, and views. The same way you said that Jay-Z and Diddy came to your house for clout, clicks, and views because you stay in black people business. Diddy don't want to fuck you. Why is you here?
Hold on. You're saying...
And you broke because you live over in New Jersey. You can't even afford to be over here on TikTok. Why is you creating rumors about black people though? Why is you in black people business?
See, this is where I don't agree with, because every time something happens, somebody always bringing up color in a situation where it doesn't even need to be. Diddy is a black man. This white man is covering a black man's business. Okay? So at this point, it's like, are you picking and choosing when the white person could be in the black person's business? Because at this point, it's like, what are we talking about? I don't agree with that. I feel like everybody, no matter what color anybody is, everybody is always in somebody's business. Okay? So, let's get into the rest of this.
Black people took that, shared it on the blog.
The video is
Black
on
people took it, shared it on the blog, and everybody had a field day with your lies last night.
Listen to me. The video of Rock Nation investigators who came
Fuck
to my
that.
house.
We know you lied. I believe you lied, and I do believe you got you a package. You got you a promotional marketing package on TikTok to become somebody, and now you here wishing Diddy would smell your pussy. That's what I get.
I wish Diddy would smell my pussy?
Yeah, that's what it's giving. Because you was a problematic little short-ass white man spreading lies around with them baby
You started our...
Look at your shoes.
You started our whole
Look at them with the public defender shoes. And I told you, if you played with me, you was going to get drugged for filth. And this is the start. You're going to get drugged every day. And I want to see you red like a lobster for playing with me.
I personally feel that Danette is feeling embarrassed because of the narrative that's going around, okay? He already know how things go. If somebody hears something, especially a content creator or somebody that has a name or whatever the case may be, if there is a rumor, somebody is going to talk about it. All of us on all of our platforms, we have narratives. We run with a lot of narratives. We give opinions and everything else until we have proven facts. So I don't understand why he going that hard. Like, we understand that you feel like somebody lying on you. But let's look at this next clip that is making me stand in the middle with the situation.
You come in his space when he got outside.
He went
when you
around
got
outside,
the corner.
he
went
walked
around
away.
the corner, but you ain't say nothing. What did he do to you?
What did he do?
What did you do to him first?
What did I do?
What did you do to him first inside the courtroom?
Lady, please.
What did you do to Mr. Gene Deal
man.
inside the courtroom right before my eyes?
Like
and why did I have to get in your face like this and tell you to step back from him?
Bro.
Why did I have to stand in front of Mr. Deal behind me and tell you to back up off of him?
Because it was two men handling business.
And then what happened? But what happened?
That's for me to know.
But what did you do? So why?
See, this is where I'm starting to believe something really happened because of the things that Danette is saying and doing. Like, he's like, oh, that's for me to know, and why are you out here talking about it? If there's nothing to talk about and it was nothing, nobody punched you out, why are you so mad at her for slightly trying to bring it out? Because she's not fully saying it, but you see with her body language when she was like, yeah, say what Gene did to you, or whatever she said, and then she did that, that stance like as if there was a fight or whatever. And I feel like, I don't know, this is why I'm in the middle, okay? Because it's like, we understand that it is a rumor because there's no actual proof. So right now it's hearsay, okay? Like, it's some people saying things happened and some people saying that it didn't happen. So we don't know. But the way Danette is acting is as if he don't want his business really out there because he don't want to be embarrassed. Now, if this is false and Mr. Secret Service came out and because he heard something, you should say who the hell said it. Like, what? I heard it from this person. This is the reason why I said it. So if you have a problem, go to them because I did not start this. Like, that's how I would have been. Like, you're not going to do me.
You're not telling the truth. My name is Candle. I'm transparent.
But
I'm
look
true.
how you right here. I can't have the same energy with you, sweetheart. I can't.
But you didn't have the same energy with him when he came outside either.
When he came outside, he left,
Man,
yo.
get out of here.
He left.
Doing it right,
he
bro.
left, yo. What are you talking? Am I supposed to be ignorant? Why did they let you here? You stink, bitch. Comb your hair. Your hair look like a bird nest. You look like a fucking pelican. You a loser.
So this is a lady that the clip was going around Okay, when Jean and Danette was arguing, and Dean said, if you run up on me or whatever, I'm gonna knock you out or whatever, right? And then she come out of nowhere. So it looked like she's a crazy person, but clearly all three of them have some type of issues or some type of animosity behind the cameras. Before the cameras start rolling, things are happening. You understand what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, just by the way she's talking, and she seems very smart to me. She seems like she knows what she's talking about. But I guess because she's loud and she's just saying things, people think that she's crazy. Now, we know for sure that in New York City here, there's a lot of weirdos, a lot of psychos that just come out of nowhere blurting things out. Yeah, we could spot the crazies, okay? To me, this female seems like she has sense that she was trying to put out something and she didn't really want to fully put it out there, because if she does, right, and it was her coming out of her mouth and she knows Gene or whatever the case may be, whatever situation that guy got, he can get in trouble. Because if it was no witnesses for real, or if it was only her who witnessed it and the three of them, if she say something, she could incriminate Gene. You understand what I'm saying? Because at this point, it's hearsay. If y'all understand what I'm talking about. She's trying to say it, but she's not trying to say it. She kept trying to make Danette say it for Danette to basically tell the truth on his end and really say what it was. Because she probably feel like it's not her, her place to say it. Because she's trying to insinuate. You know how when somebody try to insinuate something or try to put something out there, but they not trying to put the whole thing out there because they like sugarcoat and shit? Because they don't want to put the whole truth out there? That's what I'm getting. She don't want to put it out there because it's not her place to put out there. That's why she kept telling Danette, tell the truth what happened, tell the truth. So, I don't know. That's my opinion on the situation. I feel like if you are covering Diddy trials, you already know cameras, news crew, everybody's going to be out there. So if y'all act a fool, y'all act a fool. If something comes out regarding you, you can either come out and say, hey, this didn't happen, or whatever the case may be. Clearly, if it didn't happen and there's no evidence, then it didn't happen. So I don't think that going all out and, pressing people about rumors going on or whatever is going to change anything, because it's not. It's really not. It's just going to make you seem like you're more pressed. Okay? Like me personally, I know it probably would be annoying to think that people, oh, look, everybody's so gullible, right? But that's the internet. You can't change how people feel or what people see with their eyes and how they, look at certain things. So if people want to believe that you got knocked out by Gene, then people are going to believe that. If you got people that think that the guy's lying and nothing happened, then that's what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I said everything I needed to say in this video. Y'all already know it's free Tory over here. And if you don't like it, don't know what to tell you. It's not my problem. I said what I said. I'm going by the facts that's in this whole thing. From the beginning, I've been covering this. I've been talking about it. Since it happened till 2025. And I still stood on where I stood from jump. The way Megan came out, she's smirking. And she when she first came out and announced it on live, she made it seem as if it was a joke or something, like a aha, I got you type moment. Because she know as a female, when she come out, she say these type of allegations on somebody, everybody gonna run with the narrative and everybody's gonna believe her. I personally did not believe her in that one bit, just by the way her energy, the way she came out, and all the lies in between. Like, if she could lie on a simple thing as, we didn't fight. Me and Kelsey didn't fight. If she could lie on something that little, you don't think that she would lie on a big ass situation like a shooting from her best friend at that? Maybe she didn't want to snitch her best friend out. Maybe they thought they was going to have a kumbaya moment or something at the end or whatever. Or maybe they just knew that they had history and didn't want, Kelsey to go down. They had time to come up with a story. Y'all don't think that they had any type of communication since, they was in the hospital? Or after? Listen. Anyways, I said what I said. Please make sure to run this video up. Y'all already know what it is. I'll see y'all in the next video. Till then, toodaloos, bye.